I got to see my favorite film on the big screen for the very first time with 1975 summer blockbuster Jaws. Was it worth it? Jaws is the first film that I have memory of, oddly enough. This film scarred me and inspired me in many ways. I've seen this film countless times, so why would seeing it in IMAX make it any different? I'm here to tell you that Jaws is 100% worth seeing in theaters again, whether you've seen it or not. Go see it in IMAX or Real D 3D. There are multiple reasons why, but it all amounts to complete 100% story immersion. Yes, everybody loves the ability and the comfortability of being able to just plug in a movie at home, grab some snacks, grab some blankets, pause it and go to the bathroom if you need to, or fall asleep when you want to. Everybody loves that experience. But what I find you lose from that experience is 100% immersion into the story that you're watching. Seeing this film on the big screen, I was able to pick up on things I swear I had never recognized in my entire lifetime. I've seen this film probably 50 to 100 times. I swear I picked up on things I've never picked up on before. Like, this is my first time seeing it on the big screen, and this is the first time I've ever noticed the Brodies having a dog, specifically a Cocker Spaniel, which I've had two in my lifetime. I figured I would have noticed that earlier on. There were pieces of dialogue that I didn't notice. I found this film to be funnier than before. I also just didn't recognize the way that certain things were shot and certain things were visualized. It just is a film that I don't think I truly was able to grasp everything that was going on in the film because I always had distractions, whether it was getting up to go to the bathroom or getting up to grab a drink of water. There's always something when you're at home that's taking away from your movie experience. One of my worries seeing this film on the big screen 40-something years after the original release were the technical aspects of the shark and the orca itself floating on the water, and throughout the entire runtime I was only able to notice two background errors, whether it be the boom mic or the shark itself looking a little outdated or the platform holding up the orca. But the fact that I was able to only find out those handful bits of errors within the film of a film this old just goes to show the credit and the craftsmanship of everybody involved on the film. Even with those errors, this film is still fantastic today, especially considering the fact that Steven Spielberg was only 26 when he directed Jaws. The film went from 50 days to 150 days. The crew was exhausted, but you have to give credit to everybody because it is easily one of, if not the greatest adventure film of all time. The film was funnier on the big screen, it was scarier on the big screen, and overall more entertaining on the big screen. Jaws is a slow burn, and I do feel like that people will miss a lot of well-earned, well-developed character moments and world-building moments within the first hour of the film if you just watch this film at home. Jaws isn't just about the shark, it isn't just about these three men on the boat, it's about the world of Amity, it's about this environment and how these people interact within this environment, how everybody talks to each other, how this world flows, and seeing the chaos that ensues when one messed up thing happens. In a lot of films, or most films for example, when you hear two characters talking and there's others around them, you can never hear what the other characters around them are talking about. It's always murmurs, muffles, just muffled noises. But when it comes to Jaws, you can hear everything that all these background characters are saying. And the reason why that's awesome is you as an audience member can decide which character in any given moment you want to listen to, and every piece of dialogue, no matter who's talking, furthers the story, whether it's a weird fact about the shark or just somebody talking about their life in Amity. It all builds this world and adds more depth to the world of Amity, and I couldn't appreciate it anymore. And of course I cannot forget the classic John Williams score that plays through my head every single time I go into a body of water. The score was absolutely fantastic and amazing to hear with crystal clear audio in a theater, and like I said, being in a theater, I was able to absorb everything just the way that it was truly meant to be experienced. I was able to absorb the notes, the musical notes, some notes that I had just never heard before. I swear I have never heard some of these notes in the way that the pieces of music flowed. I didn't remember them. I don't ever remember hearing them play out in certain ways. So yeah, I'm like going back to listen to the score on my own more frequently just to hear those bits and pieces that I had not previously recognized. I love this film for that, as I personally am able to go watch this film and find something new each time that I can appreciate about it. Like I said, this film isn't about the shark, it's about the moments built around the shark attacks, and we get some awesome human interactions with this film. You get the super sad, somber interaction between Mrs. Kintner and Brody. You get the hilarious, fun interactions between Brody, Hooper, and Quint when they're sharing their scar stories, which then leads into a very tense monologue from Quint about the USS Indianapolis sinking, and that's fantastic. And then going back to Brody sitting at the dinner table and his son copying him. Every moment like that in this film is why Jaws works, and it's why Jaws is ultimately scary, because it's moments like that that make you care for these lead characters. I could honestly go on and on about Jaws, but I'm going to stop it here until I do my full review for the entire franchise. That will not be out for a very long while though, because I want to make sure my review for Jaws 1 specifically is worthy of putting out to the world. I want to make sure everything I have to say about Jaws in my review is fleshed out, very, very well spoken. With that one, I do want it to be kind of a milestone, maybe, you know, as a one day, maybe that's like a 10,000 subscriber type of thing, or, you know, that's something way in the future. But I'm excited to talk more about Jaws because it's the film that got me into filmmaking. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen Jaws, definitely go see it in IMAX while you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you guys want to see next on my channel. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, please be sure to like and subscribe, share this video with your friends. I'm Carter Scotland Allen, and I will see you guys in my next movie-related video. Peace!